Hello, this is Minerva Isabagori, mathematician and engineer. And again, today I'm talking a lot about monetary things in the U.S. Things are happening to the U.S., to all of us, all the public, including everyone. So we need to be cognizant of everything that is going on. And right now it's overcast in Los Angeles, so the video is the light is not so good and anything like that. So if you are not interested in the subject I just remembered, this is not the video for you. So you might want to scroll. You want to scroll past it. It's not very interesting. It is very boring. So then I'll talk about something more interesting about, I don't know, tea or something later on today or tomorrow. And then I'll let you know. But this is video number 2 on monetary things. I don't want to call it monetary policy because I do have 6 articles on my blog, minervagori.wordpress.com, on monetary policy. And so I was told that I don't know anything about monetary policy, so why was I writing about that? So anyway, if you haven't scrolled by, you can keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. You are not the audience for this video. Thank you. I'll talk to you later. Bye. So anyway, I'm not an expert in monetary policy. Probably not. I'm not in government, so only people in government are experts in monetary policy. It isn't the investment banks or the banking system or people there trying to interpret the law as how they have it, how they read it, to apply it to business. And so if you have any other type of business, especially big corporations, big companies, because they're not always the same thing, not corporation and not exactly a business. So you can actually go and investigate that on the US government's websites, sort of like the state government. You'll find the different types of businesses. So some of them that I can think of at the top of my head, and these talks are all off the top of my head. So if I'm off a little bit, like 5 to 25%, well, I'm off. So you can go and investigate. It's very easy. You just search on Google and you get a lot of information. So anyway, I was talking about, let's see, oh yes, monetary policy. So you can investigate in the state websites, and then you look and you could see that there's sole proprietorship. So when you do taxes, you do it with your own social security number, or they give you a number that is associated with the company that you have told them that you are. If you go put in a trade name, if you're just a sole proprietor and don't register at all, you just do it with your social security number. And then they have LLCs, different types of LLCs and things like that, like S-corps and things like that. So you can go and search for it. Here in California, I did find out that for businesses to go register business, they're under fictitious names. In Colorado, where I also researched, it's not that way. It seems the process is much easier in Colorado, so I don't know, and it's like $20 or $30 to register your name or your trademark. So if I were you and you have one, go run and do that. I do have a few. I have, I don't know, 5 or 6, so I do have different companies. I did become a subcontractor for a major aerospace company at the end when I was working as an employee, and then I stopped being an employee because I had my own company. And so if you know about subcontracting to any government contractor, because I'm like the second level contractor, is the first level and then the second level, and I think there are other levels. Like if I would have subcontractors, then it is subcontracting. I think that's how it works. You can go research. So anyway, I went through the whole process and they accepted my company of one person, and so I am enrolled in that with Ball Aerospace, or with, I don't know, Base Systems, I think they are now. They bought out Ball Aerospace. So my company is still subcontracted to them. If you were interested in that, because it seems that I lie all the time. You think I'm just talking about being a mathematician and lying about where I have worked, but I don't lie. I do know a lot about this, and I know a lot about how businesses work and money. So anyway, I'm at the 4-minute mark, so maybe I should stop here. I told you enough information to go investigate businesses. Maybe a lot of you are interested in that, especially the people that don't understand more of the monetary policy things of how it affects our lives. That is one monetary policy that's very important. So the government does control the laws and create laws so that we can actually have business and conduct business everywhere, and the laws of trade within the country, within the states, how things cross state lines and go out through our borders. They could go down south of the border into Mexico, where I was born, And yes, I was born in Mexico and I work for aerospace companies here. I'm a U.S. citizen. I went through the whole process. I have very high clearance to work in government, or I don't know, maybe if I joined the military, but I didn't. My husband was in the military Marine, and so were my sister was in the Air Force for 4 years, and my brother-in-law, her husband. So anyway, that's a lot of information. And this is Minerva Izabagori, mathematician and engineer, and I'll talk to you in the next video. I think I'm gonna make a few more videos today. So this is number 2 of that series of today. I think today is November 12th, 2025. I'll talk to you later. Bye.